How y'all doing? It's your boy Two Ones back with a night edition of the Truth Channel. I hope all y'all doing well. I want to get right into it. In life, we are often enticed by a lot of things, but it's like getting a raise at a job. The taxes are gonna make everything even after they get through taking all that out. It's like your position never changes. You just get an upgrade, but the upgrade is like an in disguise. Like you it's a lot of this word is built off power. So if you rich and you ain't got no power, then you know what I mean? Because you can have so much power, as much power as you think, but ultimately, how free are you? That's the power that everybody wants is to be free and be able to live and not have to worry about answer to somebody else. You know, because we all really was put here not to work, but just to be free on our land. Because a lot of us are Native Americans, whether we say call ourselves black or not. And that's the thing about it. Um, they don't get you. Excuse me. They don't get you to the let you get to a certain level. They make you think you do. It's an upgrade on your circumstances, but not enough for you to get over the hump. Like I said before in my last video, they want to keep the structure going the way it is for for those who are okay with being soulless, being able to be controlled by entities and demonic forces. Those who enjoy doing the devil's work. Throughout history, that's what they've done. They presented you with things that they make you think gonna change things, but it's not. It's a disguise. You just got a minor upgrade. But your circumstances ain't going. It's just like the cost of living in certain neighborhoods. They gonna make sure that that rent match up with whatever you got. You find yourself thinking that you upgrading, and you right back to square one because that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? It's and y'all have to understand this. A lot of people being who they are, you have to understand that a lot of people have went through these things that you figuring out about yourself and what your life is about, and how somebody that you love or trusted maybe came into your life for the wrong reasons. They use these agents to steal land. You understand what I'm saying? It's designed. If you are one of those last lost royal blood or soul or people from of this land, they have really since birth made it to where they have you constantly under control where you don't understand or know nothing about your lineage or anything. But everything in life seems to always come back to what? Money. Always back to money. Because ultimately that is what everything seems to be in this world of evil. And a lot of people are in people's lives just for that. You don't understand or know none of this at first because you love with a pure heart. You're innocent. You don't know how big of a deal you are, or you don't know your worth. And so A lot of times it's you just been dealing with some fake people. Not everybody, but some. And money and greed can get people trapped. And that's one thing that they don't understand. When people think about the dollar bill, it lights their eyes up and they willing to go so far to do things and then they end up getting in some things that they can't get out of. Or becoming, you know, having sleepless nights and eventually knowing that they're gonna get caught. Be basing everything on money, you're gonna have a loss sooner or later. And that's gonna cost you money. Uh, I want to discuss. I want to discuss the crime family. That's why you gotta be careful when you're out here dating and you're out here meeting people and you talking to people you don't know what's going on. And not everybody, but I'm just saying, ladies or gentlemen, either way you go, you can meet somebody and you don't know what they into. But once you get to dealing with this person, you deal with them. From the beginning you was a target, and when you wasn't around this person, they had family or they had other people watching you, and it was mostly family, and they all would get together. That's how some people they get together, and what these crime families do, they get together and they start and they have the information, or they get the information of this one person, the address, where they moved to. They all got access to a map or to this person's location in the city or wherever they might be at. Stealing, taking identity, stalking, and all that. Sooner or later, it's going to come to a complete halt. You know, you have people from different states, Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, any state. They be into these voodoo, and they be into all kind of things. And sooner or later, these families are going to run up on somebody that they try to do this to, and it's going to get them caught because they're used to getting away with it. A lot of people will try to get rid of you and somehow take on your identity. It's crazy as it sounds, but these families are out there where they completely have a way of getting. It can be a lover that came in to sleep with you, or you trusted. They end up getting some of your personal information, and now it's out there. And now each of their family members have, or it could be a business that you might have shared, and that they found a way to get your personal information through a business and started to take and steal most of your things. That happens, and a lot of them they take people's lives. But it's always somebody in particular is gonna come along, and they consistently stalk and they consistently watch this person, and it's like a group. God will always use some people to get what he wants. He will use you to destroy a foundation that's built by Satan. There should be no better feeling than that. You should be glad that God is using you to do the things that he's doing. Don't lose yourself. Do not ever change who you are to be accepted in this life. Because everything that you see in this life ain't real. The only thing you can keep real is yourself. Be real with yourself and real with God. And that right there will get you through. God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you for watching another episode of the Truth Channel. Well, I tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Just to piss the devil off. God bless y'all.